Good morning, Turtle Club. I hope everybody here is having a great day. I'm having a fantastic day. One of the best days I've had in a while. I am Mag Synchro for those that are just curious of who I am. Oh, wow. That is a lot of error correcting left over from the Pokemon stream. 1 second here. Let's get this changed down. That should hopefully look a lot better. Come on, YouTube. Catch up. Alright, there we are. That's still not as good as we'd like it. Let's change that just a smidge more. Alright. Okay, that shouldn't blind everybody, including myself now, so excellent. I'm Mag Synchro with Convertible Turtle Gaming Studios, CTG Studios for short, and this is our Skyward towards 100% complete. Everything. Whatever it is in the game, we're going for it. For Skyward Sword, this is the remake on Switch, and like I said, I'm having a great day. I'm having a amazing day because for the first time in like a bajillion days, I am relearning the controls as we talk. I am not actually completely congested with a throbbing headache and a number of other just not fun things going on. I don't have any kind of actual honey-do list from Digrat. I've got a lot of stuff that is just not what's been taking us down here lately. And we're about to fight a boss, so I'm... Wow. Oh, wait. No. Girahim. I was hoping for like a real boss and not like the B Squad boss, but help me revive the Demon King. Okay, that's fine. When I'm this busy. Alright, so maybe we actually get to fight a real boss. Okay. So, plus side, real boss, not so plus side, because this is like every other Zelda dungeon, we have this need to use the treasure, Koloktos. Alright. First things first, let's let Fee tell us how useless she is. Okay. Okay. Alright, so we were kind of, unfortunately, aware that was probably going to be what we're dealing with. So, first things first. Alright, so clearly there is a piece in the head that we got to be shooting at. It looks like there is a set pattern to the double chakram toss, and if it hits the corners, it breaks. So there's that. And while it's doing that, it's always facing forward until it catches its chakrams. Alright. So let's do this. Alright, so we can't get behind it, so getting behind it's not the trick. If we do... Alright, so if we... Okay. Interesting. So if we get too close to it, it tries to smash down on us, right? I'm trying to remember how I whip, but I failed. And I've got my camera off. Alright. Alright. Okay. And I see someone trying to say something. I will absolutely be discussing that with them in a second. We gotta put this away. Nope, that's not what it is. I thought that maybe the arms would have like a thing. Alright, so if I get too close now, what happens? Ah, that's what happens. Alright, oh, that's actually just a spammer. So if anybody's looking, that's just somebody trying to make their life better at somebody else's expense. Oh, that was not the right button. Okay. Alright, now we can just stab this, hopefully. Oh, oh. Okay. Alright. This should be pretty quick for getting that stabbing going in. And hey, looks like a moderator came in. We got a mod today in the Lurk Squad. Oh, really, game? All right. Alright, so back. This button, that button, wrong buttons, all buttons. That's the one thing that I really could do without in this game, is the inventory system is rather lackluster for switching things. Like, it's not the best. It's not the worst though. I guess I technically don't have to switch out for the, like, pull. Can I get the other one? I can get the other one. Good. And then up here. Come on, come on, come on. It's going. Oh, oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Angry, angry, angry. We're about to get Edmund Honda here, it looks like. Oh! No! No, 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 no. That was not its final form. This is. And I need an adult. I really need an adult now. Okay. Let's just grab any of these arms that we can grab. Pick up. Really? Alright. Yoo-hoo! That's not what we need to do. We need to pick this up, and we need to completely bigger on the sword this, it looks like. Okay, alright, so... Alright, now we can put this down. Maybe. Maybe not? Does it take away my sword that I just grabbed too? Oh, that's rude. That's extremely rude. Hello? No. That's not good. How's that even fair? Alright. Excuse me, undead bokoblins. Ah. And of course, this is the wrong side. And you get over on this side. Hello. Wait, really? Okay. That's really not good. And once more we're into the breach, it looks like. So it's going to do lots of that kind of stuff, temper tantrum-y kind of things. And then we're going to just run up to it and just backspin. Come on. No. We already said no to the undead dudes. There we go. Whiplash, whiplash, whiplash. Grab one. And then swing. Not quite spin to win from Breath of the Wild, but pretty close. Pretty close. Ah, alright. There we go. We beat it. Alright, so we beat that. Got a heart container. That was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Oh my gosh, like, this is not my hook shot. This is not hook shot. It doesn't do hook shotty things. Oh, I can still carry the big old sword? That's pretty cool. Does it do anything to the pillars? I can break the pillars down with it. Alright. Anything in these pillars that we want to know about? Oh. Well, that's something we could have known a while back, was the pillars actually hurt us. Okay. Also, it looks like... So we can't... Man, I wanted to swing on the chandelier. That would have been kind of fun. Alright, so... Gates behind us. Door ahead of us. Zelda Game Theory 101. Go through the only door you can go through. Go through the only door you can go through. And now do we fight another bad guy? I mean, is it back to back? No, it's not. Okay. No. Alright, so... One of those. Haven't seen that in a bit. Now do we get like super awesome firepower for our sword? That's what we came here for. Hey, Shadow. Thanks for coming in to lurk today, guy. Really appreciate that. Shadow, of course, one of our moderators. Also the head of the lurk squad, the supreme lurker. Spending time here in our 6th year that we've gone through now. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. This is 22. Pretty cool little video there. Just the boom, boom, boom. Raise your sword, master. Alright. Does the sword get longer like in Thundercats? It does. Ooh. This is kind of cool. Like, so OG Zelda, right? Zelda 1, the one that kicked it all off. Your sword goes from the wooden sword to the magic sword, and then to the master's sword. So, oh, wait a second. Well, there's one of those computer chips. Our Blade evolved Lucky Pokemon. There we go. I want to know what this sword does now. Oh, wait a second. Oh, there we go. Quite a twist. Farewell, boy. Now, the dragons in Breath of the Wild are awesome. Don't get me wrong at all. I kind of like how they're more than just some sort of... And for those that love the lore of Zelda more than me, this might be offending to some people. But I find the dragons in Breath of the Wild to be mainly... pretty much just mindless entities. And even the ones that you have to cleanse of corruption, just kind of mindless entities. So I like them having personality in this. I like that. Well, I say them, but only water dragon at the moment, right? Unless there's the other 3 dragons in here. Alright, now hold up. We have some... So these look like they're just for catching, maybe. We caught one and scared all of them off. Alright. Well, we have a new sword. Far be it from me to not test it out on something I know that's big, bad, and ugly, right? So far, it's not too bad. Ah. Seeing what that extra reach does for us, and so far at the moment, it's not much. That's not too bad, though. I mean, you know, it's got some decent heft to it. All right. We probably should have used the statue to fly out. But we had a new shiny thing that I wanted to test. Alright. Hello, almighty bird statue. First, save early, save often. You never know when you'll, you know, lose, or never know when you'll have a choice that you wish you could take back. Or you never know when you might just lose internet and power. That happened to be a big thing in the last place we lived. Thankfully, we've not lost power and internet hardly at all here. And I, for one, find that to be just amazing. Digrat and I moved to a new city. We're still in the Atlanta metro. But the place we live in is a very small town. And so that's, you know, that is some interesting concerns. Alright, we're going to hit this button to drop. And of course it's not going to put us where we dropped at, is it? Oh, here we go. Alright, let's see here. I just realized that when Link lands, he does the superhero pose that they make fun of Black Widow for. Yeah, those are also just meant for catching, it seems. Oh well, we scared that last one off, it looks like. Okay. Couple things. We're at 1,400 rupees. So I'm looking for the man who has definitely done us no favors when we come over and we just don't have the money to shop. There we go. Wow, I mean, I let off the gas right out at the wrong moment. I am so looking forward to Breath of the Wild 2. I don't know what's going to happen in it, but I do know that whatever happens, Beetle's probably going to make another appearance. And I can't wait to see what they do for Beetle, because some people are expecting that like it's going to be a subterranean world that we're going to go into, like beneath Hyrule. Some people think it's going to be very similar to how the Zelda 2 games played out, with like the locations and the mechanics and all that. So it'll be really interesting. Yep, we need that last pocket. Thank you! So no thanks for the 800 rupee one right now. So 1,000 rupees. So we need 1,800 rupees to be... Well, I say that. Let's go back, take a look at Beetle's shop. We're going to get booted, probably. Alright. Nope, okay. Let's see. Up this way. Time for another Hyrulean jam session. Boom, boom, boom. Ba, ba, boom. So, I know you guys out there in Turtle Club have been watching all the kind of news with the MTV, or not MTV, Nintendo. Boy, you can tell I'm a little bit on the tired side, but I was just so stoked that I felt great. So, playing, gaming out here. But Nintendo news, you know, the Pokemon news coming up. Super excited involving all that. Thought this is where I played the harp. No, it's the tower. It's the tower. We did the whole entire stream on getting that tower unlocked. But so, the two new ones that are coming out, Scarlet and Violet. The internet was just super excited to start with, right? Saying this is going to be great. This is, you know, these starters look amazing. And I've been seeing a lot of people not so hyped for it, for the starters now, because Nintendo's come out and introduced them on the official Pokemon social media. And it looks like the starters are monotyped. Alright, we probably need to go to the room at night to do something fun. But, so instead of being dual type, people were hoping for dual types, right? And to be honest, I get why they're not dual typing the starter Pokemon for their initial forms. People were all excited about that. And at this point, I really find that you can't really break the tradition. Arceus one, yeah. You know, Legends of Arceus looks pretty cool. If I had more time, like a lot more time, I would be more keen to pick up Arceus. I really would. The problem is, though, is that I don't have time. I mean, it really is what it is. It boils out to it is... let's see, what's the advice that we're getting here? Hint. But I mean, I've got so much on my plate with the new house and with work. I'm actually doing a training regimen for several other employees right now. Okay. It's not what I was looking for. But it does look fun. It looks like it'd be a blast. I was pretty sure that that's where I was going to learn songs. I'm trying really hard to remember where I learned these songs from. So, boom. Right. Right. Yeah, exactly. There's supposed to be rock, paper, scissors type gameplay, and not only that, but I'm 40. Pokemon came out when I was in my teens. It's been around for, 25 plus years. And not everybody is 40. Not everybody has played Pokemon for 25 plus years. So, if you get someone who's in the intended age group, I want to say it's like 8 plus for Pokemon, or 7 plus, something, very young person friendly. The idea of rock, paper, scissors gameplay with a single type is going to be unique or difficult enough for some kids that adding a second type to, from the jump isn't not so much. I really feel like it's supposed to be here that I learned songs. Alright, what's the other options? Objective. Now, the other thing that I really... Isle of Songs. Okay. Alright. The creepy cloud place. There we go. So the other issue that I really wanted Pokemon to do forever ago was shake up the formula. Instead of having a water type and a grass type and a fire type for the starting types, maybe have like a dark type, a fighting type, and a psychic type. Now, I also get that, that's not as balanced as fire, water, grass. Grass has quite a number of types that it's good against, as does water, as does fire. So I get that they wouldn't really be able to do that. What I kind of would like, though, is if they do dual typing, maybe to have those be the secondary types. Now, granted, they've done something similar to that in one of the games past. But if I remember right, the typing didn't do anything for those Pokemon. Like, I want to say it was like Blaziken, right? Because it became fighting and fire. I am just not really on the ball here for the flying today. But some kind of difference there. Maybe if it's not the starters that become those kind of dual types later, like midway through the game, have those kind of Pokemon as like a secondary starter or something. I do know from a type perspective, Pokemon is starting to run out, which is kind of, you know, sad to think about, but they're starting to run out of like type combinations. There's only so many dual types you can have. All right. But yeah, it will be neat. I'm curious how well it's going to go over. I feel like it needs to be like Sword and Shield were kind of like here, right? And I feel like the next generation needs to be like here, because like Sword and Shield weren't really all that much of an improvement on the usual formula. At the edge of time. A Nehru Desert. Alright. Such a cool mechanic to think about. I mean, it's music for these games, right? I mean, we had Ocarina of Time. Then, there, of course, there was Link's Awakening, which had all the instruments we had to gather. Cadence of Hyrule has instruments mixed throughout it as well. Nehru's Wisdom. Still not quite 100% over the coughing and sniffling from the sinus issue, but it's so much better than what it was. I don't think we're going to set our course immediately. But I do know that we're going to save, because that was all sorts of cutscene-y, and I don't know about you, Turtle Club, but if I get through a cutscene, I want to not go through it again. They're great the first time you see it. If there's like an alternate scene, I have no problem with that. But like certain fights that have the same cutscene over and over again, that's like the worst. Like, if we were playing some sort of like Dark Souls kind of variant game, and there was a cutscene every time you had to fight the boss, and it was very long, I would probably be done. To be honest, there's actually been a couple of games in the past that I put down because of lots of reasons, but because there is way too much plot involved leading up to my untimely failure afterwards. Like, one of the worst ones that come to mind is the Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion. I know there's a lot of people that actually enjoyed Oblivion. I've got friends that's their hands down best favorite game ever. They love it. I hate it. Was not a fan for a number of reasons. The graphics were great. Some of the mechanics were good. I really thoroughly loved Morrowind. And so the fact that Oblivion took some of the things that Morrowind did really, really well and removed them didn't quite sit well with me. Let's see here. We should be able to go swimming in the water now. So let's go swim in the water and see what we get. But the worst thing, though, in Oblivion to me was, oh, there's like an underwater cavern here. That's right. So in Oblivion, there's this really great mechanic to keep the game interesting if you do a lot of side quests. And that mechanic has been heralded in all sorts of Elder Scrolls games. But as you play, the content around you levels up with you. So you're never just steamrolling the content. You're never just destroying it or face rolling it. Hey, a silver rupee. That's worth it. That's worth it. Not good. Okay. Interesting. Let's see here. Now, come on, Bellows. That should so blow that hay away. Kingdom Hearts series has tons of cutscene. Yes, yes, Kingdom Hearts. I really loved playing it on stream. I really did. Disney and Sony didn't like me playing it on stream, and that's such a weird thing on the Kingdom Hearts. It's a double-edged sword, right? You have all this intellectual property that's just used in all of this stuff, and you know, you've got like Tarzan, and you've got Beauty and the Beast, and you've got Final Fantasy with Sid and Aerith, or Ares, however you want to say her name, from whatever pronunciation you want to use. And then you've got streamers like me who are cut in the middle with getting notices of your videos being claimed by all these people. Like, I had one video that had like 4 claims on it, and I was like, well, I just really can't, because the problem with the copyright system, of course, is a warning, hey, we're just doing you a solid and letting you know that these people say that this is their stuff. You're still able to do, you're still able to keep it on your channel, but they get to monetize it however they see fit, and that's great to a point, except for we try to keep this channel very neutral, very inclusive, and when you start letting advertisers get involved, that's not exactly how it goes. Opinions get involved. And on top of that, someday Sony may just wake up and go, or Squaresoft, sorry, not Sony, but Squaresoft, may wake up and go, you know what, we thought it over and we really don't want you to have access to this after all. Is this a dig spot? No, that's... What is that? Like, there's a hole there. weird. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts, another one of those that unfortunately just is just an amazing game, but has just some extra baggage. But Oblivion was the one that really just hurt. It really hurt, because one of the things that Oblivion was doing is, as you were playing along the game, all of the encounters outside of the game were leveling up, which was great, right? And interesting, cool. I can power up all I want, and the game's perfectly fine. The problem that happens in Oblivion, though, and a lot of people find this out, is and some people don't have a problem with it, and because they don't go to the extreme that I go to at times on those kind of games. And the problem is that while you level up, the storyline content, so the stuff that is pre-scripted and is a set, oh, that's a lightning bug of some sort, it looks like. Neat. Come on, little bug. We want to put you in our bug box. The problem is, you know, when you go to the scripted events, you're overpowering them, and it's very uncommon to come across a story event, and even if you've just started playing the game normal, it's very uncommon to feel like you've just drastically, completely curb stomped it. But there is one small exception to that. There is a part in the game, in Oblivion, where you're taking, and this is a bit of a story spoiler alert, you're not the main character of the story in Oblivion. You are assisting the main character in the story, who happens to be the future emperor for all Tamriel. And at one point, you are to escort the future emperor of Tamriel through it's not much of an escort mission. I just want to say that it's a very, for the case of escorts, and especially Elder Scrolls escorts, it's a very short walk. It's a very short walk, and in most cases, when you're playing the game, it's supposed to be a very epic moment. It's supposed to be a moment where you have to have your character leveled up a little bit to be able to be beefy enough to deal with what they throw at you. To put some arbitrary numbers on it in Oblivion, let's say that the game expects you to beat Oblivion by like level 30, and so this game has the game balanced around you coming in at like level 25. That looks like a crack. It was worth a shot. So, if you come into this particular quest, like, if you're doing normal kind of pacing, normal kind of grinding, and just kind of building your character and going just to play through the game, you'll probably hit this part of the game somewhere around level 20, 22. And then you'll have to take a little bit of a detour to level your character up to be able to take on the characters. I went at this thing at like level 50. Now, you're like, well, Mag, that should make the game super easy, no? No. Because what happens is part of this encounter, part of what makes this encounter challenging in most cases, despite being geared toward a certain level for your character, is only half of this encounter is fully scripted. The other half is balanced against your character level. Now, as I mentioned, anything that's scripted is at a set level. So, the initial enemies that are scripted to be there are a set level. The NPCs that you're assisting and fighting alongside are too at a set level. The NPC you're trying to escort is also at a set level. So here I am, level 50, surrounded by some level 25 NPCs and some level 25 enemies to start with. Now, as the encounter progresses and you get past the initial scripted spot and you start getting into the game's spawn area, you actually wind up having characters meant to be challenging to you, the player, spawn in. And these are all of the demonic variety, so not only are they supposed to be challenging to you because of their level being slightly elevated, they're also going to be challenging to you because they are of the demonic variety. In Skyrim and Oblivion and Morrowind and all the Elder Scrolls games are called Daedra. And so here I am at basically level 50 with a level 25 prince that I'm having to escort past all these level 55 demonic entities. They would one-shot him. And it was one of those things that, because the way I play and because the way I quick save things and because of all that, I would get up to a point where I could still escape and be able to go shop and change loadouts and all that around. And so that means I'd have to be there before all of the plot, all of the script, all of the conversation. And it was about 2-3 minutes of all that. And it would be over each attempt within about 5 minutes, and then I'd go back and try to figure out what it was that I'd done, and then go back and reload my game. And this is an Xbox 360 game. It was not a very fast loading game. It did take its time. I'm trying to think if there's any other water here that we can experience, and I don't think there is. So after I would go through and try again and fail again and spend the prerequisite amount of all the time in the world getting ready for it again, I was not able to come up with a solution. I still have that save game on my Xbox 360 memory stick. I have not been able to beat it. I have since quite sold my copy of Oblivion away. We've already been through here too, right? Don't think there's anything else down here that we need to worry about. But yeah, that's just one of those things that, you know, games could do a lot better to give you an option, or somehow, I know that the save state is kind of difficult and tricky, but maybe give you an option. Nope, that wasn't what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Here we go. Alright, so we're going to go back. We're going to kick off here and fly. We're double checking that there's not any water sources here that I've missed. So there's that water. Nothing there. Nothing there. So everything looks good there. So let's go ahead and fly. Looks like that. Probably there. And since we have a longer sword, we got to go to the move. Oh, it's only 15 minutes before I got to go to bed. Snikes. Hey, there's a goddess chest. All the way on the other side of the world. Alright, so turn this direction, start heading this way. But yeah, having some sort of option to realize, oh, what's this, Mag? You failed at this 15 times already. How about, instead of hearing old Martin talk about his woeful adventure and having the commander tell you about how Martin is the last hope that we have for mankind, that we just let you skip through that. But alas, there's really just not a way you can do that easily. Alright. Oh, we almost missed that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm in. Alright. So that's right. I gotta double swipe. All right. Well. Almost. Almost. But alas, we're not throwing hand grenades or playing horseshoes. A blue bird feather. Alright. Ah, I missed it. I missed it. This is like the Hyrulean version of Yajirobe, I think. Man. All right. I wonder. I think if I were to do straight down cuts, then I might actually get one last time here at Turtle Club. We've only been at this for a little bit. And we goofed that. So, I feel like motion controls might be better here. I seem to remember having to break down and finally do Mocon for this level, this little mini game. All right, here we go. up, up, and fall into our death until we get our brightening. Alright, so let's go see what's over here. And again, it looks like there was some kind of almost water-like stuff here. And that is why we're heading this direction. Because now that we can swim, we want to figure out what we can swim in. Yep, there's definitely some water there. Aha! Well now. Well, knowing that there's actually a feather or a fairy here is kind of nice. We also have an empty bottle. Is there a way for me to scoop up the pollen? Because that would be super good, right? Ooh. So we can get the mushroom spores out. Interesting. Don't know what they're used for. That was kind of not anywhere near planned. Wow. That was... okay. That was pretty cool. Alright. Oh, this is Beetle's little place, isn't it? Yeah. I'm guessing this is where his fire is at night. Alright. Oh, and I bet you have to be like on his... uh-huh, alright. So... something over there. We still got a little bit before I gotta go to bed. Not much longer, though. Normally I'd be like, let's just go a little extra. But unfortunately, with Digrat being with your folks, I really gotta be careful about that. Digrat does a whole lot. I mean, I cannot stress how much my life has improved with having Digrat around. She helps take care of myself and the household. She keeps things running. She's responsible for chores that I just wouldn't be around here for otherwise. How strange. Huh. Alright. But unfortunately, with her not being here... wait, what? Oh, that's the pumpkin place. Okay. Alright. I gotta really... what I was saying is I gotta be really vigilant about making sure that I don't just get wrapped up in other things. And with Shiny Squirrel Syndrome, it's really easy to do. I like being wrapped up in other things. It's kind of my modus operandi. Lift! I need lift! Hello, Goddess of Hyrule. I absolutely would love if I could wind up having a faster bird as one of my upgrades. We're getting the hang of this flying faster thing, though. It's not too bad. This is going to go really bad. Alright, we almost got there. Turn around! Turn it around! So this is a hookshot platform that we gotta go? That's unfortunate. Three triangles. Okay. So 3 triangles will get us a ferry. Alright, we got just a couple more minutes, and we got one more destination. It's quite a ways away still. Let's get our bird up in the sky. Birdie up the sky. We can only go twice as high. Now we know that this guy's piece that he needs is in Lanryu. So hopefully what's wrong? Hey, plot. Alright, there we go. Alright, so that's that, that's that. I'm here. The closest bird statue is there, except for here's the Lanryu Desert. So we are on our way there. Right? Yep. Awesome. Awesome. Turtle Club, it is now 9 AM. Oh man. We're going to save the game. This has been a great day. I mean, we got a boss taken care of. We got a power-up. We found out that the longer sword doesn't make me instantly amazing at cutting down bamboo. So that's kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. We're going to start here. because last time we didn't start at the beginning. We really just got beat in the back. I'm super stoked though because this place is covered in hookshot. So I'm hoping we get our hookshot here. Alright. Well, Turtle Club, it is time for myself to go to bed, unfortunately. But doesn't mean you got to go to bed, right? It's kind of like closing time from Semisonic. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. I'm going to have myself a good night. Now, you can have yourself a good morning, good breakfast, good lunch, good dinner. You know, it's Wednesday, you know. Wednesday's got a lot of cool stuff. Wednesday's pizza day for me. I'll have pizza tonight, so that's going to be amazing. But, you know, whatever you guys are going to do, stay safe, wash your hands, and have a good one. Thanks for watching. Take care, guys.